Welcome back to the Big House. How's it going? I'm your host, Tate. What's up, dude? It's been a minute. It's been a lot of minutes. Let's see. When was the last time I posted? It was probably too long ago. Oh God. Let's see how much of a piece of shit I am. Um, the last one I posted was October 6th. It is now 2025, dude. It's January 3rd. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, a lot has happened since our last episode. First things first, I guess, is that it was from October. I guess that's what Halloween, of course, and then Thanksgiving, not far after, and Christmas and New Year's. I missed all of those. Goodness gracious, I've been in a coma. I've just been sitting right there in this bed right here. Just passed out for the past couple months. Just got a little tube in my neck, just breathing out of it. Just that's it. Didn't need to eat. That's why I'm way skinnier now. Not actually. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, it's been a while. But I'm here now. I'm coming back, kind of. There's no promises when I'm gonna post episodes. You know this. How you guys been? It's been a while. It has been a while. I've been doing all right. As you can tell, I'm in a new room now. If you're watching this, if you're listening, well, I'm in a new room now. It's a little bit smaller, but I think it's also because I got a bigger bed now. I moved in with my brother, so not too far away, like 45 minutes from my old place. Still in Illinois. Hate this state. Need to move out of it, but my family lives here, so I'm stuck. What am I supposed to do about that? I'm not a millionaire. If I was a millionaire, we'd be gone. We'd be in Texas or Florida or something, somewhere warmer than this. Which actually, usually around this time, it's like really cold, but it's just now starting to get cold again. It was, well, let's see. I've been working in Iowa for the most part, so it's been a lot colder there. But for my time that I've been off moving, I took some time off for Christmas and everything to move into the new place. It's been pretty not cold. It's been like 40s and 50s, so I don't know what that's about, but I'm not complaining at all. Please, God, please, you're doing a great job. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. If you're, I don't know, tilting our axis a little closer to the sun or whatever, just for experiments or whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I don't like when it's so cold to the point where that the snow that is coming down is hitting my face at mile per hour winds that are not fair to humans. And it's just I'm just getting pelted by ice. It's like I stood in front of a wood chipper and some dude just like threw giant like igloo sized blocks of ice into it and it just straight into my face. That's when I really don't like winter, and especially when I'm outside for multiple hours at a time doing work. Um, Not very cool. Not a fan of that. I'm also a little bit sick. I just got over the flu. I was really sick. What was that, 4 or 5 days ago? Not. I felt kind of sick on Christmas, but not really. It's mostly just like when you get like that it's like something in the back of your throat, but it's like every time you swallow or like you eat something, like everything tastes different and it tastes like you're sick. That's kind of how I was feeling, but it wasn't like really bad. It was very mild on Christmas Day, and then after that, or I guess it was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, I actually didn't go to my family's Christmas because I wasn't feeling the greatest. But we also had to get a lot of work done at my brother's house because that was the whole thing. We both took off this Christmas week so that way we could move all of my stuff in, which honestly I did in like a day, which was kind of insane. I didn't get everything done, but I got a lot done, and that's taken 2 trips. I didn't get a U-Haul because I didn't really have the money for it. So I borrowed my work truck, which was awesome. Thank you, work, for that. Just a bigger bed, so I can carry more in one load. only took 2 trips. And well, there's still more I gotta go get, but for the vast majority, I got mostly everything. I don't even really have that much. Like, it was still more than I thought it was, but it was mostly clothes. I have way too many clothes. But it's also, I don't know. I have too many clothes, but also like I like some variety for what I'm gonna be wearing. Which is funny that I say that because that's not even true. Because I wear the same shit all the time. Um, I'm literally wearing the same hat and the same hoodie that I wear for these podcasts all the time. So I don't really know what I'm saying there because that's just wrong. But how have you guys been doing? How was your Christmas? I hope you guys all had a great Halloween, first of all. Let's not forget these other holidays here since I've been gone. Halloween was awesome. I can't remember at all what I did for it because this whole year's been just way too fast for me. What did I do for Halloween? I don't think I did anything. I watched a bunch of horror movies. I did that all of October. I watched one almost every single day. That was my goal. There were some days I couldn't, but with work or whatever. But I tried to get one in at least once a day, and I watched a lot of pretty good ones. Was that? I think that was this year, right? I'm pretty sure it was this year. I was watching watched a lot of the older ones with my father. We watched. I can't remember when we did this, by the way. We could have done that in November probably, and I've already talked about it in the October podcast, or not November, September. I mean, the other way. But yeah, I watched a lot of the old ones like Nosferatu, like the silent film from 1922. And surprisingly loved it. It was great. It was a great movie. Same with the 30s one. I think it was in like 37 or something like that. It was another Dracula movie, which was basically the same exact story, but it was, Count Dracula. But yeah, it was great. Those movies are awesome, and it's kind of cool to go back and rewatch them. Not rewatch them, but like if you've never seen it before, it's kind of cool to go back and like see like the old movies, like back in the day when movies first started, like when they first gained the technology to like actually project a moving picture. That's why they're called movies. In case you didn't know that, kids, write that down. When they first created the technology to actually project moving pictures on a wall at the time is what it was. It was just a white wall. I think that's kind of insane. Isn't that kind of... It's a crazy technology. It really is. Like, cameras still blow my mind. The fact that we're able to capture, like, time and space and then, like, present it and, like, have it forever. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? I know I'm not the only one that thinks this either, but I still can't get over it. Ever since I first had that thought where I just really sat down and just really started thinking about, like, how cameras work, I was like, wow, that is actually mind-blowing technology. Like, how does that work? I still don't get it. I still don't understand. I've watched so many videos and explanations of how cameras work, and like, yeah, I can kind of understand it, but I also, like, why does it do that though? Like, why does it work though? I don't know. It's mind-blowing. It really is. So shout out to the inventors of cameras, except for, I don't know actually, because cameras are kind of our demise as well. Like, it's cool to keep all of these capture all these memories and everything, but also it's to the point where it's on, like, everyone has one now with their smartphones, and so it's like, it's kind of crazy now too, because it's such cool technology to be able to do that and like edit it and everything now. Like, technology, we don't even realize because we're living with it, like we're growing with the technology. But if you like think back, like even a couple of years, like let's go back to our childhoods. Like back when I was in, I don't know, let's say I was like in first grade. I don't think we had smartphones. We didn't get smartphones till what, like 2007, I think is when it was. So, well, I guess by then we would have started having them, I think. Cause what, you're how old are you in first grade? You're 6, 5 or 6, right? So I guess by then we would have had them. Huh. So that was kind of a bad example, but it was kindergarten, started kindergarten. The iPhone's coming out this kindergarten year. um, but like smart, like everyone's got cameras and like high quality cameras too at that. And they're pretty expensive too, by the way. Why are iPhones so expensive, dude? Like I get that it's a lot of technology packed inside this thing, and but like you don't really look at your phone as like $1,000 like piece of equipment. We just look at this as like it's a part of us almost, which is crazy, dude. You know how many people probably cannot go without their phones at all? I mean, I think it's a majority of us. Like, there's, I mean, yeah, if I really needed to, I could not have my phone. But also, at the same time, like, it is so come a part of people's everyday lives to the point where it's like, it's used all throughout the day, like all throughout the day, whether it be listening to music, which is a big one. Obviously, people love music. You know, put on some music while you're working. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, then you got people that use social media that are some people make that their entire jobs. You got your social influencers or whatever you call them. Uh, they get it's their entire job. Like that's what brings in the money. Which is crazy because those people are probably always on their phone. Those people are probably terrible to hang out with. And I don't mean that in the sense like they're a worthless person. It's just that they're so caught up in their social life, their fake life, that they're probably fake people. They're probably not even like genuine. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I feel like that's probably the case for a lot of them, though. I don't know. I don't have any social influencer friends, so that's just how I could see it happening. I know that I would probably be selfish if I was just all I cared about was my public image. Like, just didn't care about anything else, and I was constantly like picking and choosing certain things that I probably should do over, doing something for, I don't know, whatever social influencers do. Photo shoots? I don't know. Sorry, Mom. Can't come play Jenga with you. I got a photo shoot. Could you imagine? Then again, some people also aren't very close with their families, so maybe those are the people that end up being the best at it. People that aren't close with their families. Because then they don't have anything to worry about. They don't got, a bunch of time to spend. Or they're just not as close with their families. I don't know. Where am I going? What am I talking about? Where did we get, how did we get here? Oh, we're talking about cameras and stuff. Amazing inventions. We were talking about horror movies, of course. Let me get back to the the meat and potatoes here. Nosferatu was a great movie. Silent film. It was the funny thing about that movie was that it didn't have any words. Like it had a soundtrack. Like it had like music playing in the back, but anytime someone would speak on screen, it would show up as subtitles. Like it would cut to a completely different screen. Like it was like a slideshow almost. It would cut to a completely different screen and just have the subtitles in cursive for whatever reason. Like hard to read cursive too at that. And it would cut to the subtitles for like way too long. It would say something like, "Hey, stop." And it would show "Hey, stop" on the screen for probably 2 minutes. It's like, okay. Thanks for making me sit through that. But it was good all around. It was pretty cool. It's cool to watch how it was back then. But then the Dracula movie actually had words and stuff, and that one was a little bit better. I can't lie. But it only makes sense. They had words, They were just actual talking. So, but yeah, those movies were great. Watched a lot of other horror movies. A lot of them bad, some good. Been watching a lot of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Speaking of which, look what I got for Christmas, dude. Look at this thing on the wall. Look at that. Look what my mama got me. Isn't that awesome? Got good old Courage the Cowardly Dog blanket thing, tapestry, wall thing. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Dude, Courage is easily one of the greatest shows ever. And I'll tell you why. Because you got this pink dog who looks adorable, by the way. His little animations of when he gets all scared and like anxious and everything is so funny. The way he like bounces around. But he's also they call him the cowardly dog, but he's also so brave because he does some some crazy shit goes on in these shows, dude. Each episode, you got Courage and his mama, Eustace, and then or not Eustace. Eustace is the dad, the husband. An elderly couple owns Courage, by the way, and you got this sweet old lady, Muriel. That's her name. I should know this. I'm a Courage fanatic. What's wrong with me? Yeah, you got Muriel, she's just a sweet old lady. She loves Courage, always nice to her. She's kind of dumber than a box of rocks, though, because she's constantly getting herself into terrible situations. Sometimes the situations are not their fault. Sometimes the situations just happen to these people, and it's crazy. And it's like, why do you guys still live here? Like, I get you guys are poor, and it's probably like in the Great Depression. So, and there's nowhere around this house. Their house is literally in a desert with nothing else around them. And it's like, how are you guys even still alive? Where are you getting your food from? Um, I don't know how far, regular civilization is from them, but I imagine it's pretty far because they got nothing but just horizon around them. And, but anyway, Muriel, sweet old lady. Eustace, not sweet old lady. Very grumpy old man. Hates Courage. I think he hates everything, honestly. He hates everything besides money. His whole gimmick is that he loves money, and he's always trying to turn the terrible things that happen to him. He somehow sees it as a way to profit, which I don't blame him. He lives in the middle of nowhere, with a pink dog. He probably didn't want the pink dog, but I don't know. He's still an asshole. He's always talking mad crazy to sorry, I just got brain farted. He's always talking crazy to Courage, and Courage saves his ass all the time. Every single episode, it seems like. So that's the whole thing with Courage. There's always something creepy and spooky that happens. Usually ends up happening to Muriel and Eustace. Whether it be some dude comes in and tries to, hypnotize them or whatever and make them work for him and be slaves. Courage is always the one that comes in to save the day, and it's terrifying. He has to deal with all this terrifying stuff every single day, and he doesn't want Muriel to die. Muriel's the one person that he loves in the world because she takes care of him. So he does his business, dude. He's a good dog. He does his business, takes care of the family. That's what he does. Holds the house down, dude. And that's why he's the greatest dog ever. And that's why it's one of my favorite shows. Because even though, Courage is terrified of all this stuff, doesn't want to do any of it, he puts his fear aside and does what he can to protect the people he loves. And I think it's a beautiful moral. But anyway, so I've been watching a lot of Courage. What else did I watch for Halloween? I can't really remember, but I know that Thanksgiving was great. I had a great Thanksgiving. Went up north to my mom's side of the family. Don't get to see them very often, especially for the holidays. So it's good to see them. Had a good time there. And then Christmas, of course, went to do our usual Christmas deeds. Always a blast. Didn't go for Christmas Day for a family event, but what are you gonna do? I was moving in, dude. Check out the new room. You don't see? I guess real quick I could show you guys everything. If I can put this camera back up normally. But basically, you got the door there. You got our usual Rick and Morty, Pennywise, cool little bear painting. Got the Midnight Gospel above the bed, of course, because that's where it stays. Another Rick and Morty. I need to get something else for above the TV here. And then you got, the closet, got the LED lights, just added those. There's a little Lego piece that I got. It's a pixel art Mew. The camera will not unfocus. That's okay. We got the bears, of course. We love the bears. And I got this little thing here for all the stuff I got from Japan. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I'm pretty sure I did talk about that once on the episode on the podcast. My brother and sister-in-law went and to Japan for their honeymoon, and they brought me back some cool stuff. It was pretty cool. Got some nice authentic JJK manga, which is pretty cool. I love JJK, one of my favorite shows. I need to actually rewatch it. It's been a while, and get excited for season 3. Pretty sure season 3 coming out at the end of this new year. It's 2025 now, dude. That's crazy. Wow. It really is 2025. Dude, sidetrack real quick. I remember playing Call of Duty. If there's any Call of Duty fans listening, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in particular. They had Nuketown 2025. And this was supposed to be the time where, everything's super futuristic and everything. And it's just not. I mean, it kind of is. Like, we're getting there, but it's like, I don't know. We're not quite to the point where we're, like, able to predict where we're going to be at. Because we always predict way too far advanced. Like, the whole thing with, what was it? Back to the Future. We weren't there yet. We eventually are, not everything, but some of the stuff in that movie we eventually got, like them self-licensed shoes, which those were built specifically for, that whole thing. But, where was I going with that? I don't know. I don't know. I was just thinking about Black Ops 2. I was just going back to my childhood a little bit. Thinking now we're actually, we're in 2025 now. I remember back when I was a kid, I thought, when did that game come out? 2012? Something like that? Something like that, right? 2014 maybe? I can't. No, it wasn't 2004. It was definitely 2000. It probably was even earlier than that. But I remember playing that as a kid, and I was like, man, 2025, that's so far into the future. And it really isn't. Time just flies by, dude. It doesn't when you're a kid. When you're a kid, it feels like time takes forever. Summers used to feel like years. That's why 10-minute timeouts. You ever get put in 10-minute timeout when you're younger? It feels like the end of the world. Because it feels like hours you're in it. Also, sorry, I still have a really bad cough. I just now wanted to reiterate that. It probably sounds terrible on your guys' end. I'm sorry about that. But what are you gonna do? I'm sick. Okay? So you're gonna have to buck up for me, okay? I am feeling a lot better today. That's why I'm doing the podcast. I've been sick all of last week pretty much, and it's been terrible. Because this is the time I'm supposed to have off from work. I'm supposed to enjoy this time. Which, I have, but also I have felt terrible the whole time. It's what the hell, dude? What the hell? Whatever. It's all gonna work out. It just seems like I always get sick on the times that I have off, and it's so annoying, but it's probably God sending me a message. Tell me how much of a piece of shit I am. I'm just kidding. God wouldn't do that, right? God's supposed to be a good guy. I don't know. I'm probably not going to do a super long one today. Just because, I'm still getting back into it. If you guys are lucky, might get one tomorrow, too. I don't know. We'll see how this one floats out, I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things. I'm not even going to go down this whole spiel again, dude. You get it. You understand at this point now. If you're an avid listener, you know that I try. Now, do I try my hardest? Probably not. But there's some times where I just don't. I feel like a piece of shit person, and I don't want to do nothing. Like I'm like, oh, I want to do it, and then as soon as I feel that want, at the as quickly as it came, it goes away. You know, it's like, man, I don't even want to do that shit no more. That's how it goes. So I gotta try to fight that a little more, I guess. I guess that could be a resolution of mine. I don't know. New Year's resolutions are kind of dumb. Like the concept of them is great. I know it's like cool. It's like a new year, and people should, strive to better themselves, and it's a beautiful thing, of course. But also, I don't know how I feel about openly sharing it, and then also people waiting until the new year to try to better themselves, because that's kind of foolish. You should always be trying to better yourself, not just wait until a specific event. That's silly. So that's why I don't know. It's like I feel obligated to make resolutions, but I also don't want to feel obligated to do so. Like I'll better myself when I better myself, which honestly I think I have. I think I'm doing a lot better. I still need to try to stop cursing as much. I really am trying to do that. But sometimes I can't get like my normal thoughts across without saying it. I mean I could, but I'm not putting the extra work forth. Is what I'm telling you, to try to do that. So maybe that's what I should do. Boom, figured it out. See, this is why I need to do this podcast more. I can help figure my own stuff out, And you guys are just listening to it for some reason. Some of you are. I'm not saying that a lot of people are, but some of you are. I don't get why. Why are you guys doing that? I don't know. I mean, don't stop. Keep doing it. It helps me out, knowing that people want to listen to me just talk for about nothing. It's always great. But, I'm gonna quit being stupid, and, I'm gonna do 25 push-ups right now in front of you. You guys cool with that? I'm gonna do it on the bed, too. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do any of that. Just lied to your face. But I will leave now. I'm going because I'm hungry. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. It's gonna be a short one today. I told you this. But, I'm gonna go eat some food. I'm gonna feel great about it. And, probably gonna watch some YouTube while I eat it. And then probably gonna do some other stuff today. None of your business, really, but I am feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. So, yeah, it's been real. I'll see you guys eventually. You know this already. I'm gonna quit dragging this on and just end it already, because I'm trying to give you guys more, but also at the same time I don't really want to. I'm trying to go eat food and watch fucking YouTube. Frickin' YouTube. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So goodbye.